Welcome to Secrets of the Stars, where we explore the ancient knowledge of astrology, decode your unique blueprint, and unveil how the wisdom of the sky contributes to your life. I'm your host, Abby Lutis, astrologer, mentor, and sky guide. It's time to embark on a cosmic adventure of self-discovery and understanding why you are the way you are. Let's dive in. Hello and welcome back to Secrets of the Stars. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy 2024. Oh, it has been a wild ride. Now, to be honest, I hadn't intended in taking a break over this time, but I have had a lot of technical challenges. I actually tried to record this episode, and when it came out, I realized that the plug had slightly come undone from my microphone, so the audio was very quiet and you just couldn't hear it. So I wanted to re-record the episode so that you could hear it correctly. So I have been away. I have been down on the surf coast of Victoria, visiting my family and friends, and it was so lovely to spend Christmas there. I got to see my nieces and nephews and spend time with them, and it's always just so wonderful to be around family and in particular around kids during Christmas time. I really enjoyed my time. I was, however, quite a bit sick when I was down there. I had some challenges. I had some troubles. I actually had to go into hospital, and I am now recovered. I ended up having a viral infection and a bacterial infection, and was in I was in a hospital a few days before Christmas. So that was certainly a wild ride. It was so interesting. I looked back on my astrology because I have studied medical astrology, and I could see the correlations point blank. I tell you, it was so fascinating. Maybe I'll have to unpack that in another episode. Anyway, now I'm back on the Sunshine Coast, and I am doing a house sit at a farmhouse, and I'm just looking out my window and I'm at this beautiful property. The farmhouse is just incredible. There's a beautiful pool, and believe it or not, there is a peacock, and the peacock has just come up and it's sitting in one of the planter boxes right next to the pool. So I'm getting inspiration from the beautiful peacock with his incredible tail. Oh, I have been battling wild weather here, I tell you. It has been lots of storms, lots of rain. It is warm, but the rain has been crazy. Now, this farmhouse that I'm house sitting on is a bit out of town, so they actually have a Starlink connection for internet. Well, I think the mower man actually came and mowed over the cable for the Starlink connection, and well, Starlink's gone down. I'm operating off my very scarce 4G. So we'll see if we can get this podcast uploaded tomorrow. So I have been at the markets, and it's been rainy. It really has been wild, but I had a pretty relaxed day bringing in 2024. And what I want to look at today, let's get into this episode, because I feel like I'm talking all about myself, as Leos normally do, but let's get into the episode because I want to take a look at what's in store for us in 2024. And I'm going to be taking a little bit of a different approach to this episode. I'm looking at the chart of 2024. Now, whilst this does give an overview of the energy, this is not a breakdown of all of the transits. I may do that in a separate episode. We'll see how we go. I'm going to be talking about the chart of the 1st of January 2024. Now, the starting point of any event in time gives us an indication of what the energies of that event will look like. So let's take a deeper look at this chart. I also want you to note that this chart is specific to my location on the Sunshine Coast, and there will be slight changes depending on where you are located on the 1st of January 2024. But I'm going to make this episode as general as possible and keep things in line with what the entire chart will be experiencing, so that you can pull a lot of interesting ideas and how the energy might play out for you. Just before we get into the specifics, if you want to know how this is going to impact you personally, how 2024 is going to show up for you, you can come on over and pick up one of my personalized 2024 reports or readings. I'm offering 2 packages. The first is a 15-page report, including specific dates, and we get right into all the details of your energies for 2024. The second offer is deluxe. It is the deluxe offer, which includes the 15-page report, and you get 4 3-month forecast reports throughout the year. So if you want to know how this is going to impact you personally, how the astrology of 2024 is going to play out for you, jump on over and pick up one of those reports for yourself. All right, let's jump in now. So every year the sun starts in Capricorn. The sun is always going to be in Capricorn on the 1st of the 1st, 2024. What I love about this energy is that it really aligns so beautifully with, Capricorn is the energy of working hard towards their goals, being very driven, and being very determined to take action. And I love that energy for the start of the year. This Capricorn sun is going to make a beautiful alignment with Jupiter and the ascendant, which will ensure just easy flow of abundance and opportunities and good fortune for 2024. I really love this aspect with the sun to start out 2024. I think 2024 is going to be a great year. Now, the moon. So for most, the moon is going to be in Virgo. But if you are to the east of the Sunshine Coast, which would include the Pacific Islands, New Zealand, anywhere from the east up until the international dateline, you're going to start the year with a Leo moon, which is going to be fun and fiery and flirty and creative. But for everybody else, we're going to be starting off the year with a Virgo just a Virgo moon. And this is going to be bringing a sense of order to our emotions. It's going to bring health into our focus, and we're going to feel like we want to be of service. We want to be helpful to others, and this will be our driving force. Now, this moon is also making a beautiful, abundant trine to Jupiter, and it also makes a trine to the sun. So, you can see how there's this beautiful opportunity to bring in opportunities for 2024 with these alignments that are showing up in the chart of 2024. Now, this is the piece that's specific to anyone living on the east coast of Australia or in the same time zone. This could apply for you if you live in Japan as well, or even up in Bali. So the ascendant is going to be in Virgo as well. But, if you're not in my time zone, this will change dramatically depending where you live. So we're going to start with a lot of that Virgo energy, that wanting to be of service, wanting to be organized, wanting to be helpful for others, and a real focus on our health. All right, let's take a look at Mercury. Mercury will start the year retrograde in Sagittarius, and this suggests to me a bit of contemplation on the bigger vision and, thinking about how we can find harmony with our life path, essentially. This is not a forward-moving energy for Mercury. It is retrograde and it is very close to the station. So this energy, of technical glitches, communication breakdowns, these types of things, travel plans being cancelled, this energy could play out through the entire year. So I would be double checking everything twice. And, it's certainly happening for me. Mercury is my Time Lord. I talk a lot about the Time Lord, and it is having a big impact on me. I tell you that. So, communications may be slow. They may be unclear. So we really need to be leveling up this area in our life. All right. Venus is also going to be in Sagittarius, having just moved into this sign. And Venus is going to bring fun and flirtatious energy around love and the things we value and around our finances. So be sure to have good boundaries in place to protect your emotions when it comes to these areas of your life, because Venus is making a square to Saturn, a tense aspect. I actually have this aspect in my chart, and what it shows to me is that I really need to have good boundaries in place. I need to have good, solid foundations, and I have to have a structure and a framework to operate and in when it comes to love, when it comes to money, when it comes to the things that I value. When I have those things, when I have that foundation and all those things in place, this area flows much easier. And so that's what I encourage you to do with your love and money this year in 2024. Now, Mars is going to be in Sagittarius, and Mars wants to adventure. It wants to explore. And, this is a fun-loving, outgoing, adventurous Mars. So we're going to be wanting to get out and explore. And that aligns a lot with, especially with what we've been going through over the past few years. We've had several lockdowns, and not so much nowadays, but now we are wanting to be getting out, and this could indicate traveling a little bit more. I definitely think there's more people traveling, so that energy is strong in 2024. There is tension and unease, and things won't be clear because Mars is making a square to Neptune, and that always makes things foggy, right? We need to tap into our creativity to find the clarity that we want. Mars square Neptune is a challenging energy. So this challenge, this foggy, this uncertain, unclear, it's a little bit of a theme that I see coming up, and that could be definitely strong in 2024. What is really beautiful about 2024 is that Jupiter has just stationed direct in Taurus. And when a planet stations direct or when it stations retrograde, these are the strongest points. And so this energy is very strong, it's very powerful, and it's bringing forward moving energy. It's bringing momentum to areas such as good fortune, things in the material world, good fortune, opportunities, adventure, travel, abundance. This is beautiful, fortunate energy coming in here, and it's going to feel in line with our body and our emotions because it's making that beautiful trine to the moon. So I'm going to be riding this Jupiter energy for 2024 as much as I possibly can. Let's look at Saturn. So Saturn's in Pisces, and Saturn has been in Pisces for about a year, just under a year. It moved in there in March of 2023. And Saturn will continue to find or to help us find structure in the creative, in the spiritual world, helping us to have that strong connection. And, as I'm speaking, I really have noticed for myself a deepening in my spiritual connection. This really for me comes through in my connection to the stars, like in the astrology that I practice, but also in my intuition. I have noticed a strengthening in my intuition, and this is the lesson that Saturn is helping us accomplish. Things could feel polarizing with Saturn because it's making an opposition aspect with the moon. So things might feel at odds with our inner world here. Uranus is currently in Taurus. It's been there for a while and it's retrograde, all right? So it's going to continue to be retrograde, but it's starting off the year in retrograde motion. So it's going to continue to bring surprises and innovation around the things that are keeping us secure. So we've already seen the cost of living and house prices and all of these things, the things that we are needing to consume, there's disruption in those areas. And that's Uranus in Taurus having an impact, in that area of our lives. Neptune is in Pisces and it's going to be continuing in there, but it's going to be continuing in this assisting us, helping us find our search for spirituality, just like Saturn is doing. These planets are going to come much closer in 2024, but right now, Neptune is helping us with creative expression and, it's being an inspirational teacher, and it's going to continue to help us grow and learn in that area of our life. And also in our creativity, in our artistic pursuits, music, art, all of these things, Neptune is going to be playing a part. So Pluto is at the final degrees of Capricorn, and this suggests that we are tying off a final piece of the puzzle when it comes to transforming government or structure, this idea of tradition. In 2024, Pluto is moving into Aquarius, which we're going to hear a lot of. But in this chart, it's at the very final degree, the very last degree. So we're wrapping up something. Something is finishing, something major that we've been working on since 2008. It's coming to an end. Now, the nodes of fate, the nodes will continue to move through Aries and Libra, and this is really helping us learn how to trust ourselves and let go of outdated relationships that are no longer serving us. The nodes are really, really playing a powerful they're being really powerful. Oh gosh, I'm losing my words. But they're going to be extremely powerful in 2024 in helping us connect with the right relationships and the right sense of self. So 2024's astrology is really showing us that we are poised and we are sitting on the precipice of a new era. We are preparing for major generational changes, which will continue in 2025 and 2026. Let me tell you now that astrology for the upcoming years, 2024's astrology is really helping us prepare for these upcoming major shifts, more so in 2025 and 2026. So, there's a lot going on. There's big things happening. So, let me know, how are you feeling as we prepare to step into 2024, or, we're already here in 2024. We're embarking on this new year. How is it feeling and how is it showing up for you? Remember, if you want to find out exactly how it's going to show up for you, come on over and pick up one of your 2024 astrology reports and readings that are personalized to you. I will get that to you ASAP. There's currently a wait time of about 3 to 4 days. So come on over and get your chart and see how the astrology of 2024 will impact you personally. So there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you are enjoying the start to the new year. If you are not already, come on over and follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. You can find me at Stars by Abby. You can find me on Facebook at Stars by Abby. As I mentioned, if you're interested in booking a reading, please go to my website. It's abbylutus.com. And until next time, keep shining bright. Happy 2024. Thank you for joining me on this cosmic journey of self-discovery. If you have enjoyed this episode, please leave a review and share it with someone who you think would love it. Keep exploring the secrets of the stars, and remember, the universe has woven a unique story just for you. Until next time, keep shining bright.